All right. So today isn't gonna be like a full on. I don't know why I opened that. I already had it open. Today isn't gonna be like an episode. Obviously, I finished the game last time. We're just gonna. I'm gonna give like my personal thoughts and personal opinions on The Witcher One. So I don't know. I guess let's start with what's good. So as a fan of the books, this game is amazing. Like, if you came right off the last book and then you started this game, there's so many like little references and name drops that like other players wouldn't get, but you're just like it's so fun that CD Projekt Red actually like did their research on the Witcher the Witcher series, which kind of makes sense because this was like the first video game CD Projekt Red actually like put out. Like, this is the first one they slapped their name on and they published it. So of course they had to care about it. But no, like there's so many times like they talk so much about the Battle of Brenna. Like, you got Rusty, oh fuck, like Pretty Kitty. You got they make all these references to Geralt's past, like all those people from Beauclair who were like there was a witcher who was just like you who spent a whole summer there partying with a sorceress, or like the people at the Battle of Brenna will be like, yeah, there was these dudes, and like all those like little references just add up, and they're so I think they're very meaningful. They're very nice, cuz like it's like, if you know stuff about the universe, like this is a little extra for you, a little tip. But the story in this game, I feel like the story is set up very well. Geralt having amnesia, because like they already mentioned it several times, but Geralt dies at the end of the book, and then Ciri loads him and Yennefer into a boat, and that's the last time any of his friends see him. In the book, a little bit more happen, like less than a chapter, like fucking a few pages maybe, but a little bit more happens. So nobody knows really what happened to Geralt. So everyone's like shocked to see him. He has amnesia, and then like right away they set up the Salamandra. They take the Witcher secrets. Why do they take them? And then you get to the first act, and they're kidnapping children. Why? What the fuck are they doing kidnapping children? And then like that keeps developing. Like it goes, they're taking children, they're taking people, they're trying to get money by overrunning all the underground in Vizima, like the Fistech trading, the Fistech making, the hookers, and then you get to fuck. What's even in Act 3? Is Act 3 when you get to the trade district? I think it is. But yeah, whatever. Like you get there and you find out, okay, Salamandra has some political shit going on. Like they have some friends in high places. And then like you keep going and you find out even the Princess Ada, is working for Salamandra. She's putting out the faked edicts. And then like you keep going up the ladder and you finally kill the professor, and it leads you to Azar, and you finally kill Azar. And then you find out that the Grand Master is behind it because he knows Inithli's prophecy, and he thinks that like you can't avoid the White Frost. The White Frost is coming, but he goes, we can survive it. We'll have to mutate humans. We'll have to adapt. Honestly, like if he just had that idea, but he didn't kidnap and force the mutations on people, I don't think it would be I don't think it would be a problem. He goes, hey guys, everybody knows the prophecy. Everybody knows shit's about to go down. Like if you want to survive, we're doing experiments. Like it might not be pretty at first, but the end game is that we will survive. Humanity will continue on. So I can't really fault him for that part, but the kidnapping children and forcing mutations on them, you can fault him for that. He's a bad guy. But no, I love the story. I feel like it was set up very well. I I don't really get. Okay, I kind of get it. I kind of get why Yennefer isn't in the story, because Yennefer was with Geralt after they died. she was there, so I feel like maybe if she had her memory, she would be able to like explain it to him. Or if she didn't have the memory, like I don't know, everyone would just be like, "Hey, you guys were kind of like the couple." So honestly, the story, I love the story, the gameplay. Oh my gosh, at the start, I remember like episode 1, you guys are watching me just do my first swing where he's like, that's all he does. I wish I could just like swing my sword. That would be nice. But no, like it seems like such simple gameplay, but like the further you get into it, there's so much you can do. Like the potion crafting, you can upgrade the fuck out of your signs. You get bombs. You get you obviously get the much more advanced fighting styles, so that as you go it gets better. The game progression really, it really does help you feel like you've come a long way from the start, because like when you start and you don't even have like your first sign, you don't have any bombs, you have a potion that Vesemir gave you, and you're using some shitty sword that you can barely even swing. But like by the end, like you guys saw me, I was pretty much doing a fucking torch run because we put so much into our science and so much into Igni. So I would say the gameplay, like some people can say it's dated. Like no shit, you're comparing it to what, 15 years later? I'm talking about this game as it was like when it came out in 2007. I'm not comparing the gameplay to today's gameplay where you have like so much more you can do. You have like the fucking Unreal Engine. You have so much more mobility in games. Like you can do the little things, like you can fucking, oh, I have to pull out my sword to be able to dodge. Like even like the dodging, like it seems like such a little thing, but this was actually so useful. There were a few times where I literally dodged like big attacks because I was able to time a dodge. Like, oh my gosh, what else do I think the gameplay? Yeah, I think I love the gameplay. Obviously, I think the camera could use some work. Maybe if I played from a different angle. Over the shoulder's awful. We're not doing that. Like maybe if I played like low isometric instead. But the problem with this is you also have up and down scrolling, and that's not something I personally like to deal with, which is why I leave it on the high isometric. But no, so the gameplay is great. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate this shit. This is awful. Can I scroll back from this? No. But yeah. The combat's great, the story's great, all the references are amazing. I think the progression is very solid. I do love that your choices, like, it is so cheesy to say, but I do love that your choices fucking matter. Like the things that you do in Act 1 or Act 2 definitely come back later in Act 3, 4, and 5. And it's like, a lot of games try and do that. They try and be like, your choices matter. It's gonna be important. And it's just not. It fucking barely ever comes up. And if it does, it's like a fucking line of dialogue has changed. But, let me think. I don't know, I guess one of the biggest ones would be whether you save Abigail or not at the start. Because when she comes back in Act 4, she helps you with the curing process. And honestly, I don't remember what happens if you kill her. I don't remember if there's a different healer or if there's just no healer at all. But like that's just like the biggest one that comes to mind. Something else I love about this game is how like every single I have no shadow right now. I don't know why his shadow is gone. But every single character is like Geralt. Okay, your Witchers are neutral, but dude, you have to pick. There's a war going on right now. It's humanity versus the elves. It's fighting for freedom versus oppression. Like you have to pick a side, Geralt. Everyone is telling him that, and that is like that's so much in the books. Every time someone comes up to Geralt, they're like, dude, can you help us? You gotta help our side. And he's like, guys, I am looking for Ciri. Shut the fuck up. Like, my favorite example of that is Dijkstra, the Master Spy. If you've played Witcher 3, you know who Dijkstra is. If you've watched the Witcher TV show, you know who he is, even though he looks completely different. He's like the older guy with the beard that stops the king from drinking the poison. I still haven't seen season 3. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna watch it. But, okay, I guess that's a lot of things I like. We can go through the things I don't like, or the things that need to be improved upon. So like I said, like the camera, like so many times you'll be like in a fight or you walk into a room or something and your camera goes I can't even do it on this. I could do it with like the other cameras, but it'll just stutter so much. There's a ton of characters who will have super long speeches, and then during their speech, like 1 or 2 lines is like a completely different voice actor, or like they fucked up the audio or something. There's a couple times where the subtitles fuck up. That's not a big thing, but that's just me. It's like, dude, can't you just put the whole script through like fucking put it into Word and it'll give you a red squiggly where it doesn't make sense? Like, I feel like that's not that hard to get past. Let me think. I had a few more cons. The fucking quest markers, dude. Sometimes it'll be like, go talk to Zoltan, and your quest marker will be like here. But then Zoltan could be anywhere in the town. Like, Zoltan could be over here for most of the day, but your marker will still be here. And, excuse me. If you go over to their, like, character thing, it doesn't tell you where you're gonna... Damn, really? Damn, they gave Zoltan fucking nothing. But, I thought he would have way more. But yeah, I wish, like, there was something here that was like, hey, like, this character spends their time here. They usually stay the night here. Their days are around this area. Like, if it was, like, spends his day in the Hairy Bear, sometimes walks around the trade quarter, spends his nights at Vivaldi's or the Hairy Bear. Like, that's like such a little thing that would be so big, because there are so many times, like I said, like, it'll point you somewhere and that character is not there. Like in Act 2, when we were looking for Siegfried for a super long time, but he's in the middle of the swamp waiting for us to come over so we can do his fucking side quest. Oh, I do love that too. Like how if you find Yavin or Siegfried during Act 2, they go, dude, my boys are about to go over to the Golem burial ground. Can you help us out? And if Geralt goes, yeah, I'll help you out, like that, boom. That's a decision. You just made a very big game-altering decision, because you can no longer do the neutral path if during Act 2 you do either side of that. I think most of the decisions after that, you can still do the neutral path. It's like in Act 2, you can't help either of them at the Golem. When you're at the bank, you have to not wait for Siegfried, and you have to say, I want to negotiate. And then there's like one more spot where, oh, it's in the town, when at the end of Act 4, when Alvin is kidnapped. You can either, that's like your last chance to switch sides. Like, if you've been doing the order the whole game up until that point, you could switch over to the elves, or vice versa. You've done all elves, you can switch to the order. Those are like the 3 decisions where it's like, if you don't stay neutral, you will not get the neutral ending. And I do like that. It's like, because so many people go into a game and they're like, I'm just going to accept every single quest, I'm going to do it all. And it's like, you're not paying attention to the story that they're setting up. You're not paying attention to the consequences of your actions. And like, that's going to come back. Like, my first playthrough, I remember I was like, okay, yeah, I'll help Siegfried, fuck it. Add it on the quest list. And then I go over there, and then my second playthrough, I wanted to do a neutral run, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh shit. I cannot help Siegfried, my boy. I don't even know his last name. The goat. Where you at? Of Denels. See, look at all this shit we got for Siegfried. Dude, I hate I hate that Siegfried gets duped by the master. Like Siegfried, I've said this the whole game. Siegfried's my favorite character. He genuinely cares about the people, and when the Order was just about stopping monsters to protect humanity, he was like, fuck yeah. But then the Grand Master like slowly orchestrates it behind the scenes so that the non-humans have to rise up. Like they have no choice besides either getting wiped out or standing up for what they believe in. And then when they finally break that straw, that's when he goes to the Grandmaster goes to the Order and he goes, you see what they're doing? They are destroying our city. They're killing our people. And then Siegfried goes, yeah, fuck them non-humans. I'm like, no, Siegfried, something's wrong here. You need to know. But, damn. See, I wish some of these people got more information. Like, why doesn't this have how the quest ended? This is just at the start of the quest. Where's Dandelion? Dandelion's in every fucking act besides act fucking 1, and he's got 2 paragraphs. Like, I wish these things were a lot more lore heavy. Cause like oh my god, the fucking big bad as a paragraph. He was giving orders to, oh my god. Like The Witcher 3. In The Witcher 3, when you get their like lore entry, it gives you like their backstory, what you do in the game, and it tells you how that ends because of what you did in the game. Like I love that. It gives you so much information. I wish this gave you a little bit more of that. Ugh. Okay, another issue. Oh god, I think it just froze. Let me give it a sec. Whatever. Okay, another issue is sometimes the quests just don't update. Like sometimes you'll do like 2 or 3 steps and then all of a sudden like they'll all just click off at once at the bottom of the screen. Like I know that happened a few times, definitely in Act 5 when shit was wrapping up. Damn. Dude, look at all the quests. But no, this game seems so simple, and it honestly is. It's not like a super long game. I think I 100%ed it in like 30, 40. Really? What? I didn't get the. Aw, you're whack, bro. Nobody cares about. Fuck you, dude. I'm kind of pissed now that I have a failed quest. I didn't even notice that. But no, yeah, like another quest, like the Lost Lamb. Like I said, when you go back to Vasca and you turn in the Lost Lamb and the, I don't know, like freeing her people from the drugs. Like if you tell her about the drugs first, then you will not be able to turn in the Lost Lamb. It'll say you failed the quest, even though you found the kid. And the dialogue option was there. You just fucking didn't click it first. Like, there's some times where that's super annoying. I think the level up progression is actually very solid. I definitely got a lot more, like, gold talents than I remember getting. But maybe that is because I was doing, like, such a completionist run. But, no, honestly, I think that's like my main pros and cons. If I had to rate this game out of 10, honestly, let me think. Like I'd honestly probably I would give it like a 9.5 out of 10. Like the only thing that's holding it back is like the slight bugs and the slight problems that would have been very hard to overcome in 2007 at the time. But like when you think about the game story, how it respects like the Witcher lore, what it does with the characters and what they were doing in the books and how they get to where they are today, and all these like callbacks, like that one quest where Shawnee has a party and you have Dandelion over, like that quest is entirely for the book readers. Like if you don't read the books, you're just gonna be like, what the fuck is all this dialogue? I don't care Who is Regis? What the hell is this? What's the Battle of Brenna? This is dumb. So that's why, like, I really made sure to not skip the dialogue. Like, I was here for the story. I know not everyone's gonna be there for the story, but if you don't read the dialogue, you're gonna get stuck during the quests. Like when you're talking to Cockstein, and he says when you find the Wayfarer stone, hit it with this order of signs. It doesn't write that down in the quest log for you. You have to remember that, or else you're not getting that. There are a few other things like that where like the characters will give you hints towards like what might help you to do or how you should prepare. And I think that's awesome because I said it earlier, but a few games nowadays literally just like hold your hand. You know what? They don't even hold your hand. They drag you along to the answer. Like you'll come up to a puzzle, and the best example of this I can think of is God of War Ragnarok. Like God of War 2018 or whatever is it is a great game. But then you get to Ragnarok, and some people in 2018 were having like some trouble with the puzzles. You can look this up. Go to Ragnarok, and like there's one boss fight where you have to shoot the pillars to knock down the giant bird or whatever so you can hit it. But fucking literally 10 seconds into the fight, fucking like your little sidekick Atreus or Loki, I don't care, is like, shoot the pillars, you gotta shoot the pillars. And then the head you have, I can't remember the head's name, but the head is like, lad, I think you should shoot the pillars to beat him. And it's like, buddy, we're 10 seconds into the fight. Let me explore my options. Let me figure it out for myself. There are a bunch of other puzzles in that game too where they're like, hey, you should look over here. It's like, dude, I just finished listening to the dialogue explaining it. Don't fucking just tell me right away. Let me experience the game. If I'm stuck, there are more than enough resources in the world for you to get past it without the game just forcing you to figure it out, just dragging you along. And I think this game is great at that. One other thing I wish, like, dude, fuck this world map. Nobody cares about this world map at all. 90% of the game is right here in Temeria. I think this is the outskirts right here. And then I think down here is the bay, the Act 4 Murky Waters. I think down here is Murky Waters. But like, dude, nobody cares. Nobody wants this shit. Like maybe it's cool once in a while, but like, dude, if I ever press map and it opens the world map instead of my location, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want this. Maybe if they just had it never open the world map and then they made it like your act map and then your current location, like maybe that would be better. So yeah, I guess that's all I have for the review. Let me just do a little bit about the remake. So I did some research, I did some digging. I don't know much about the remake. Like I said, it was announced almost a year ago. It was last October, 2022 October. So what is it? They're saying we probably won't see the game come out until like 2025, 2026. Like maybe we'll get some trailers in the coming years, but like we're not gonna get anything that's gonna help us about it. The things I would like to see in the remake, obviously they're gonna do a graphics overhaul because it's gonna be in the Unreal Engine. But I want like either more campfires, or you can meditate anywhere you want, but you can only make potions at campfires. I think that would be a good compromise, because like it would make sense that you can't just brew the potions without. Is that supposed to be my ranged attack? Oh my god, I get it. It goes further, I think. But yeah, so I would like that. I would like the quest markers to be fixed. I would love some more information and dialogue. And like, how the fuck does Leo have so much dialogue when all that happens is he dies in the fucking prologue, and then you see his ghost in Act 1 and you kick his ass. Like, dude, come on. Honestly, I don't want them to touch the story at all. I think the story is like just fine as it is. Like, maybe if they added like an extra couple endings or an extra couple choices you could make, that would be fine. But I think if they changed the story as it is, I think it would be for the worse. Like, just make a new game. Don't like completely. You can overhaul the graphics, you can overhaul the gameplay, the fucking voice acting, but just leave the story as it is. Too many things. Damn, really? This doesn't even have she died and she became a Noon Wraith and I revived her. What the hell, dude? This shit's missing some important information. But yeah, I think those are the main changes I would like. Like I said, I think the game as it is amazing. Like, you definitely, if you're on the hard difficulty, you're gonna need those potions early on. I've played on normal, I've played on easy. You don't really need potions. They're kind of just like, if you wanna do it up a bit, or like maybe for the boss fights you need them. Maybe if they made dice so it wasn't bullshit where the NPCs just roll fucking full houses like it's nobody's business. But I think those would be like the main. There's fucking nothing about Geralt, bro. There is nothing about Geralt. Are you supposed? Did it complete? Oh shit. What the fuck did I do? Oh, all quests. There we go. What, are you supposed to like go through identity, and this is supposed to be Geralt's backstory? Whatever. I do love these things, like the glossary, where this adds like a ton of information about what I said, like the like little tidbits, the little things they say, like Cottinger and Fen, that's a book thing. The Catriona is in this game. Like, it's like the main reason there's a quarantine, but you barely run into the Catriona. Let's see, the Elder Blood, fucking the Lodge. I guess those are the only ones that are like book exclusive references. I don't know why Cottinger and Fen has such a fat fucking info page compared to all this shit. But no, I do love all the extra info. I love the, oh fuck, what is this called? It's called the Bestiary in later games. I love this shit. Like, it says where you'll find them. It says what they're immune to, what they're weak to, how they like to fight, how they're like, what you can collect from them, and then it gives like their little dialogue thing. Like, this is all the precursor to things we love about Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. Like, you wouldn't have such great games if you didn't have such a good base here. The Zoogle was such a fucking pushover. But no, I do love this game. Very, very close to my heart. But I don't know, let me think. Let me go. Like, my favorite part of the game, I don't even know. Like, maybe it's when you're hunting down Azar in like his little laboratory, and like you run up to catch him and he's like, ha, I have the Koshche, and then you shit on that, and then you catch him and he's like, but my greater brothers will stop you, and then you shit on them and he's like, all right, let's fight, let's do it. I think that might be my favorite part. My least favorite part of the game is probably Act 3, Act 3, when you have the fucking trade quarter, you have the port. I don't even remember what the regular district was called, because like the trade quarter is the rich area. Whatever, you got the trade quarter, you got the main chunk of Vizima that we were in the whole game, you know, with little Mahakam and the hairy bear, and then you got the dike, and then you got the swamp, and there's so much walking There's so much traveling. I wish that the fast travel had more places to fast travel to. Like that one time I was at a place of power and it said, would you like to fast travel to Cockstein's lab? If places of power were fast travel points, I think that would fix a lot of the problems for at least the walking around in Act 2 and 3. Act 4 is also really fucking bad about that. Like, that one episode where it was literally just me walking back and forth between the field and then Julian and then the field and then Julian, the field and then Julian and then field and then Selena. And it's, dude, I spent an hour and a half walking back and forth to complete like a quest. So give me a sprint option. Put Roach in the game. Those are some other fixes for it. Do love this, the Wild Hunt. Oh yeah, one more thing. I talked about this last time. Why the fuck is the Wild Hunt and Death like synonymous? The Wild Hunt is a group of elves that wear armor that does look kind of like it's black armor, but it looks kind of like skulls. But it is a group of physical mortal elves. Like this is not actual death. It is not specters. So I don't know. That's like the one choice they made that I thought was kind of weird. Like they could have literally just had it be like death. Oh god, don't quote me on this, but I think in the book he does talk with either death or like a soothsayer, like a prophet. And they have like a conversation where it's like, I follow you. No matter where you go, death follows. Because they can't catch the white wolf. They catch everyone he loves, everyone he comes in contact with. Which is definitely a big part of the books. Like, almost everyone he runs into, like, is gonna meet a very gruesome end. And Geralt's just gonna keep going towards his goal. He's gonna keep ignoring destiny, and he's gonna keep denying fate. Like, he makes his own path. So, yeah, I feel like they could have done Death and the Wild Hunt separately. But, I don't know, I guess that's, like, the main thing. Like, the ingredients are cool and whatever, but it's like, why do these shits even... Why do you even have a whole section for this? Maybe so you can sort by that, but whatever. I wish oils were more useful. I feel like there's like 2 oils you would ever use. But if you use a rune or diamond dust, it'll cancel out the oil. So maybe like tone down the oils and the dusts so that they can stack, or make it worth my time to put the oils on instead of diamond dust. It's like by the end, how much diamond dust do I have still? I got 9, and for the last 2 fights, I was literally just putting it on both my swords, knowing I wasn't going to use one of the swords that often. Oh, what is it? They have... I never, like, showed you guys this, but once you have sex with a... Oh, God, who has a clean card? I was going to click on the Dryad, but the Dryad's nude in her card. Oh, I think the prostitutes somehow have a clean picture. God, that shit's not clean. But whatever, like, you can go to your character page, and you can click on them. Oh, well... But whatever. Was it one thing I noticed in this game? I'm just gonna go through them. They were like, these bitches got some fat tits, bro. They were like, alright guys, nobody cares about ass. We're giving these chicks jugs. Yeah. Oh wow, they censored her boobs for the picture. I could have done that. Whatever. Yeah, I wish there was so much more here. The King of the Wild Hunt appointed one of his wraiths to fight me. It was Dude, that's all you have? They didn't update the King of the Wild Hunt's thing since fucking what was that? Act 1? Yeah, because that's when you're in the basement of the church. I like how I like how the prostitutes have one of the more modest pictures. But was it I read online that if you like pirate the game, it was either this or Witcher 2. If you pirate it, they replace the sex scenes or sex cards with just like fat old ladies. And I think that's actually fucking hilarious. Like obviously all those cards are going to be censored in the video, but what the CD Projekt Red loves some fat titties. They're like, guys, how do we make this picture look good? Smack on some titties. Oh, it is a ranged attack. Holy shit. You just have to fill up the bar. It goes like 5 feet. Okay, maybe it's because I didn't put a lot of points into it. Attack from distance. Yeah, that shit's ass. Whatever. So overall, I'd give this game like 9.5 out of 10. The slight things that hold it back are nothing major. Like nothing is gonna be game breaking for you. The only reason I think someone wouldn't like this game is like A, they can't stand older graphics or outdated graphics, or B, they don't have the patience to read dialogue, so they will just like skip through all the dialogue and then they're just looking at their quest list and like it just doesn't make sense. Like they don't know what they're supposed to do, and it's like you did that to yourself. You chose a story-based game and you chose to ignore the story. Like I can't help it. It's like skipping to The Witcher 3, and then when that one general, when you first meet Yennefer, when that general is asking you all those questions, you're like, what the fuck does all this mean? Like, dude, it's the story, it's the plot, it's the thing they've been setting up for 2 games and 6 books or whatever. But whatever. I think this is a great game. When it gets remade, I'll probably fucking replay it. You guys will probably see it. But yeah, overall, I would recommend playing this game. I think it's cheap on Steam. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I can't wait for the remaster. Oh, there's no point in ending. There's no point in even saving. We didn't do anything. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna get today's background, and that'll be it. Damn, I was kind of hoping it was gonna be a Witcher background. Whatever, we got Assassin's Creed. Oh, I don't know what the next game series I'm gonna do might be. I'm thinking either Far Cry or Mafia, but that's for a different video. So, like, once again, all of these are my personal opinions, my personal thoughts on the game. You can disagree, you can feel free to. But this is what I think. One sec. Let me see how many hours I have. Yeah, I got 200 hours in the game. So, whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed The Witcher 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And thank you for your time. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.